Okay, so this is the P5 Mid-Year Exam Paper 1, Booklet A. Question 1. What is the missing number in the box? For this kind of questions, you might want to do your long addition to find out what's the missing number. So you got 5 million, okay, plus 800,000, plus something which you are not sure of, plus 451. Okay, so this you get 1540085. Okay, so now you just have to minus off to find what's the number inside the box. 5872451 minus what's the number below? 5800451. Okay, so this will cancel out to become 0. Get 2, 7. The 8's cancel out to become 0, and then you get 0 for 5. So usually we won't put this over here. Okay, so answer should be 72,000. Okay, 1. Question 2. Evaluate 90 minus 30 divided by 2 times bracket 3 plus 2 bracket. Okay, for this kind of questions, always work step by step from left to right, first starting with the brackets. So we are going to just copy everything down. Maybe I should use a different color so it's not so confusing. Okay, we're going to copy everything down. 90 minus 30 divided by 2 times, do what's in the bracket first. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so now the brackets are done. We can remove them and underline what you're going to be doing next. Okay, for this one, you were doing this one first. So now you'll be doing from left to right. 90 minus 30. Do your times and divide first. So this one will come next. 30 divided by 2. Get 90 minus 15 times 5. Right, from here, identify what we're going to do. There's still multiplication, so we're going to do that first before we do the minus. So you get 90 minus, this would be 75. And your final answer would be 15. So it should be number 2. Okay, for question 3, find the sum of 1/3, 1/4, and 2/5. Two ways you can do this. Either you can find a common denominator of all 3 of them, or you could start by solving 2, then you add the third one into those 2. So in this case, I'm going to try to do it the easier way, which is I'm going to add 2 first. So you got 1/3 plus 1/4. Now for addition and subtraction, always change the same denominator. So for this case, the common base would be 12, and you get 4/12 plus 3/12, give you 7/12. Alright, so now we're just going to add in the 2/5 to this number. 7/12 plus 2/5 will change to the same common base. You get multiply both sides by the opposite number. 12 times 5, 5 times 12, you will get out of 60, 35 here. And for the 5, you're going to multiply by 12. So the 2, you're going to multiply by 12 as well. You're going to get 24/60. Add them together, you're going to get 59/60. Answer should be 4. Now for question 4, what is the product of 4 and 19/8? Give your answer as a mixed numbers in a simplest form. So here you have 19/8 multiplied by 4. So when you're going to multiply, always change the whole number into a fraction by just making it over 1, so it's easier to see. From here, you can use your simple cancellation method. 19 and 1, there's nothing to cancel. 8, you can divide it by 4. So you can cancel it and it looks like this. And you get 19/2. So please take note, the question wants it to be in a simplest form and a mixed number. So you have to trade this. You get 18 divided by 2, and you're having a 1 as the remainder. Should be 9.5. So should be 4. Peter bought 9 similar bars of chocolates and shared them equally among himself and his 4 sisters. Alright, which fraction shows the amount of chocolate each of his sisters received? So this one, the key point you have to look is that he shared it with himself and his 4 sisters. So this is always a trick question that examiners like to do. For this case, it's not just 4. Okay, you got to include the himself. So total there are 5 people sharing. Okay, and like I told you all before, how do you find which fraction? Okay, now the fraction of what his sisters receive and what Peter received himself is the same. Okay, so we just need to take the 9 bars shared among 5 people. You get this. Alright, so here you would like to simplify this. You get 1 and 4 over 5. Now please take note for this, it's very common that you all might choose the answer as 5 over 9. So how do you avoid this? Always make sure you check out this part here that says each of his sisters. Sorry, I should use a different color. Each of his sisters. Okay, the word each is very important. It's an indication. Okay, it's an indication that the number that you should be dividing it by should be the sisters. Okay? Alright, so this would be 1 and 4 over 5, number 3. Okay, so here Tiffany and Lucy baked some muffins in the ratio 5:3. Tiffany baked 30 muffins, so this is Tiffany and this is Lucy. Since Tiffany baked 30 muffins, so you get 5 units will be equals to 30. 1 unit equals to 6, and to find how much Lucy gets is 3 units, you get 18. Question 7, what's the area of the triangle ABC below? Right, the area of this triangle would be, first you have to identify what's the base and what's the height. Okay, I'm sorry, but I think this diagram is not really done properly to scale. Anyway, I'm just going to connect the lines back here. Okay, this is a line here, this is a line here, this is a right angle. So this is what you should be seeing on your paper. Okay, now the thing about triangles, how to find the base and how to find the height of it, it must always be connected by this perpendicular sign. Okay, so anywhere that you can find this inside is where you should be looking at. So for this case, do you see over here and over here, there is that sign that you want. Okay, which means that these are the two lines you have to look at. So for here, just plunking in the formula, you get half, or rather this area will be equals to half times the 9 cm multiplied by the height, which is 4 cm. You get 18 square cm. Question 8. Wilson has 2/5 as many marbles as Gerald. Find the ratio of the number of marbles Wilson has to the total number of marbles. Alright, so if Wilson has 2/5 as many marbles as Gerald, now if you want, you could draw a model for Wilson and Gerald. Wilson, you're going to have 2 units, and Gerald, you're going to be having somewhere around 5 units. Okay, and so because you know Wilson only has 2 units compared to Gerald with 5 units, find the ratio of the number of marbles Wilson has to the total number of marbles. Total here will be 2, 4, 6, 7 units. Okay, and Wilson has 2 units. Okay, so the ratio of Wilson is to the total number would be 2:7. Answer should be question 2. What is the volume of the cube shown below? Alright, properties of a cube, length, breadth, height are the same. So you're going to have 5 cm times 5 cm times 5 cm. This would be the formula for volume. Okay, and this will give you 125 cubic cm. Alright, so it should be number 1. The solid is made up of 1 cm cubes. What is the total volume? So we got 1 cube here, 2 cubes here, 3 cubes here, and 1 inside there that's hidden. Okay, so that because this is floating, so there should be a 4th cube behind here. Total you have 4. Now here they're saying that this is 1 cm cubes. So one step that you have to do is to find out what's the volume of 1 cube. Alright, 1 cube will be 1 times 1 times 1. Of course, all of them are cm, and you actually get 1. Alright, So you multiply it by 4, you get 4 cubic cm. Question number 4. Which of the following does not have the same value as this? Alright, so now you must be very good with your multiplication and division. First one, okay. One thing you could do that is quite time wasting is actually you just multiply everything and then you slowly solve from there. Another way is to see each component whether they work out. Okay, so for this number 1, okay, we're going to be looking at it from a different angle. If we are going to change this into a 54 times 60 times 10, alright, and this times 10, you go into the 54, you get 540 times 60, alright, and this is equal to what we want, equal to this. Right, the second one, we are looking at 500 plus 60, 500 times 60 plus 40 times 60. Now this one is correct as well, because if you work it out, you're still going to get the same thing. What this actually means is that this 50 and this 40, okay, they are being multiplied by 60, separately. But because this 540 is actually 500 plus 40, okay, this is actually correct. Question 3, is this correct? 540 times 40 plus 540 times 20. Okay, so for this is actually the same as part 2. It's just that you're doing it for the 60 now. Okay, so 40 plus 20 equals to 60. So this one should be correct as well. Now the last one, you're getting 540 times 15 plus 540 times 4. So you're looking at the 15 and the 4 here. 15 plus 4 is not equals to 60. Okay, it's only equals to 19. So therefore, number 4 is wrong. And since they want you to find which one does not have, you're looking for number 4. Question 12. James drinks 10 glasses of water a day. Mary drinks 2/3 of what James drinks a day. How many glasses of water does Mary drink in 3 days? So you want to find how much water did Mary drink in 1 day first. You're going to get, since she drank 2/3, 2/3 of what James had, and James drank 10. Okay, you might want to put it over 1 here. So from here you get 20/3. Now because it's not your final answer, you don't have to simplify it yet. Okay, so the next part is how much did she drink in 3 days. So you just have to take the amount that she drank, number of glasses is 20/3. You multiply it by 3 days. Then you might want to put it over 1 again. You cancel off, you get 20. So she drank 20 glasses a day. Number 3. Question 13. Jasmine used some beads to make a necklace. She used 3 beads for 3 yellow beads. So inside one set you got 3 yellow, and for every 5 red beads. Okay, so this is one set. How many red beads did she use? Did she use a total of 135 yellow beads? Okay, so she did a total of 135 yellow beads. Okay, so right here we can see that the ratio between the yellow and the red is 3:5. And here, since there are 135 yellow beads, 3 units equals to 135. So from here, you just use your unit method, divide it by 3, you get 45. Okay, then you going to find the rate now. You got to find what's 5 units. Equals to 45 times 5, you get 225. Okay, that's the answer. So should be number 2. Alright, moving on to question 14. Before we start, we got to have a clear understanding of some of the properties of triangles. Okay, so for this case, if you read the question, ACD and CB are right angles. Find the area of triangle CED. So we still have one piece of information that we did not fill in, which is actually this extra right angle here. Okay, so knowing this, it'll be good to know that there's a ratio here involved. Whenever, because of this kind of triangles, a triangle within a triangle, whereby they share 2 equal sides. Okay, so the 2 triangles I'm talking about is this triangle and the big one. Okay, they are known as similar triangles, and more importantly, they are triangles within each other, which means that whenever, since they share two sides, okay, this side and this other side here, okay, they share two same sides. Whenever these sides extend, alright, they will extend together the same, because it's always going to be a straight line across. So even if it slowly extends all the way down, okay, there will be a very nice ratio between the AC length and the AD length. Alright, so basically, yeah, it's a bit hard for me to explain at your level, but in this case, what I'm trying to say is that, okay, let me just draw this big one over here so you know which two triangles I'm talking about later. Okay, the red and the purple one. So first, I'm going to start by doing up the ratio. So AB is to BE is 2 cm is to we don't know what. Alright, but we know that as AB extends further into AC and AE extends further into AD, alright, the ratio between AC now will be 6 cm and BE becomes CD, so it becomes 8 cm. Alright, so from here to here, we divided by 3, and from the bottom up, we also have to divide by 3. Okay, so this is actually to find the question mark here, which is this length. Alright, once we find this length, 8 cm divided by 3, you will get 8 over 3 cm. You can just leave it in fractions. And this refers to line BE. Okay, so now that we have BE, what we can do now is we can find the entire area of this triangle, the big one, because we got all that we need. We got the 2 cm, the 4 cm, so 6 cm is one side, the height is 6 cm, the base is 8 cm, so we can find the area of these. And the second part is if we can find the area of this part, okay, we can just take the green minus the purple and you get your answer. Alright, so from here, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use what I have to find the area of the green one first. So green one would be, okay, area of the green of this will be ACD will be equals to half times the base, which is 8 cm, times the height, which is 6 cm, and you will get 24 cm square cm. Now next we're going to find the purple one. So for the purple one, we know there's a base of 2 and 4, so area of AEC will be equals to 6, oh, okay, sorry, let's start at the half times 6 cm multiplied by the height, which is the question mark here. That will be, we have just now already found out there's 8 over 3 cm. Okay, this is a 3, yeah. Okay, this is over 1. So from here we can see by cancelling out the 6 and the 3, cancelling out the 8 and 2, you get 2 times 4, which is 8 square cm. So after we get these two areas, all we need to do is minus off. We get 24 square cm minus the 8 cm minus the 8 square cm. You get 16 square cm. So the answer should be 1. Alright, question 15. A rectangle container of height 8 cm is a square base of side 3 cm. So square base is a big indication that they want you to use the properties of a square to solve this question. Half of it is filled with water. What's the volume of the water in a container? So from here we can actually find the volume of the entire tank. Then we just need to divide it by half, since it's half filled with water. So volume will be equals to, I'll just use V lah. Okay, the volume will be equals to length times breadth times height. Now since it's a square, the length and the breadth of the base is the same, so you're going to have 3 cm multiplied by 3 cm. Now the height, is the whole height of the whole container is 8 cm, but because it's only half filled with water, the height drops to 4 cm. So we just change it to 4 cm, and now we're going to have 9 times 4, you're going to have 36 cubic cm. Answer should be 3. Okay, thank you.